Hey friends, it's Jenny, and I'm getting ready to make another layout using my Fall Through the Seasons kit. This time I'm going to use some of the Echo Park One Fall Day collection, along with some other things that I've put into this kit. So first I have these Bella Blvd. They're called Cute Clips, and they've got the nice fall colors in there. For the photos that I'm going to be doing today, I'll probably use the yellow. I would think the yellow, but we'll see. I've got the Falling For You epoxy, which is just some nice leaves and flowers, things like that. I have got the One Fall Day ephemera icons. I have them in this pocket here. So I've got what I've, haven't used of those. I've got the Happy Fall puffy stickers. Haven't used any of these yet. So I've got those to use. We've got, this is actually very old, some chow chip from Thankful. I don't know if I'll get any of this used today, but I do have this in my kit. I've got a couple of scraps available to use. Let's see what's here. So this is in here to remind me that I do have the Bella Blvds if I want to go look for something. So we've got pieces of things that I've used already. One Fall Day was in the one of the scrap room kits last year, so I do know I cut into the scrap room. Oh, I like those together. I have got some Hello Autumn trinkets along with Finally Fall. These are called miniatures, and these are from 2011. These don't have a date. We looked at that, so let's put all of this back in my little pocket here so I don't lose anything. Here's the photos that I have. These are of Josie again. I will be doing a 2-page layout with these just to go ahead and get them all on a page. Some of them will be cut down. Some of them will be left to size, but isn't she just a cutie? This is a day that she was over at my house and I was watching her. It's funny because this little bouncy seat that she is in was my son's, and he just turned 22. So it's housed him and Josie as well as Quinn at one point. These are all the papers that I have. So I've got the borders, so I do have 2 of those. And I was actually thinking, since I'm going to do a 2-pager, I might be, using one of these to go across the pages. So we'll see about that. I have this paper called, let's see, it must be on the other side. It's called Fall is a Flutter. So this side is just some clouds. And then this side was the butterflies, multicolored butterflies. This is called Hello Fall, and it's the trees and leaves on this side. And on this side is a nice green with a dark green dot. So this is a same color on color. This is called Leaf Pile. I do have 2 of these, so let's go ahead and turn one over. Oh, the back is a nice diagonal orange. I've got Pick a Pumpkin. I do have 2 of those. Oh, and this side is a bunch of little pumpkins. How sweet. This is Mad for Plaid. We have 2 of those. And this side is a nice orange plaid. I've got the Gobble Till You Wobble. So this would be something I'd use for a Thanksgiving page, so this probably won't be used. And the other side, I do have 2 of those, is again, a color on color, brown with the darker brown dot. Pick of the Patch. We've got a whole bunch of different pumpkins lined up here. We have 2 of those, so let's go ahead and just flip this one. And the back of this is just a nice dark green. Looks like a sweater pattern. Here we've got a pattern called Grateful. We've got 2 of those. So let's go ahead and turn this one. Oh, stripe. I always love Bella Blvd's multicolored stripes. But I do love this red color. We've got our Daily Details, which is our cut-aparts. And nice about Bella Blvd, you've got 3x4s, you've got, these are 4x2s, I believe, 2x2s. Here's a 4x6. You know, these can be cut apart with, you know, just using them all as little strips. And I do have both of those, and so the other side of that is just an orange dot. Very nice. This is called Fall Break. It's multicolored flowers on a white background. And the back of this is a nice pink. Again, it looks like that sweater pattern. This is the flowers again, but in a much tighter pattern, and this is called Falling For You. And the other side of this is a nice blue with a little blue flower in them on there. We've got the One Fall Day doohickey sheet. Haven't used anything on this yet. I don't think I actually used the collection I purchased yet. I just used the collection that I had received from the scrap room. And I can tell you that I did buy this at She Loves Color last year, so it's time to use it. I do have some of the, let's go ahead and do this, some of the Bella Blvd. This is called Fall Scramble. It's a clear cut acetate. I've got some Hello Autumn, the doohickey sheet, so I still got some words and icons and some alphas left. Here's the One Fall Day. This must have been the one I got in the scrap room kit. So let me go ahead and put this with the other one so that I pick from this one first, you know, before I look at the other one to try to get something used up. I've got the One Fall Day chipboard. Chow chip, she calls them. And we've got great titles, images. Very nice. I like this a lot. Okay, and what I've got under here is a page map sketch. Now this page map sketch is from December of 2023. And I'm not doing Christmas, obviously, but I liked this double page here. So it did have the same amount of photos that I have. I don't know that I'll cut my photos in the same sizes, but what I liked was, so you've got your outside border, 2 inside borders, you've got this circle here, and then you've got, like I said, I was thinking of using maybe from the border strips, something down here, and then here is a another border that stretches across those. I thought something like this, we could do maybe falling leaves, or anyway, we can look at the icons and see what we've got there. And you'll notice there is some stitching. I don't know if I'm going to do some stitching on this or not. We will see. But I'm going to use this as a template for the double page, how I'm going to lay it out. And then as far as the decorating and stuff and picture layout may be completely different, but I just liked the idea of the outside, inside border, and the circle. So you'll see that represented when I pick what I'm going to use. So this is the next kit I'm going to use to create something for my Through the Seasons kit. I've got my photos, papers, embellishments, all of it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is start creating, and I'll come back and show you what I come up with. Thanks for watching. Hey friends, it's Jenny, and I'm here to show you my completed layout that I used the Bella Blvd One Fall Day collection on. Now, as a reminder, let me see if I can find it here. I was going to use a sketch that I was inspired by from December of 2023 from Page Maps. So here was the sketch, and what inspired me was just the large block down the middle, the circle here, and the border down here, along with some rickrack in the middle. As I said, I was going to use a different layout for my photos, and I wasn't sure how I was going to decorate it, but I was definitely inspired by this particular sketch. Now, I do have my 2-page layout laid out here, and I'll move it quickly to share one page at a time. Excuse me 1 second. Gonna just go ahead and mute that. So I had 7 photos that I wanted to get done with that particular double page layout using one fall day, as I said. So the background, I actually went and got my Bella Besties. Instead of using the orange pattern paper from the collection that had a design on the other side, I figured I'd just go use my Bella Besties. That's why I buy them. And I had showed you that I keep in with my collection the actual sheet. I'm going to look for it real quick of what Bella Besties go with the collection. So as you see, I use the orange and I use the blue for the circle. So the pattern paper that I used from the collection really is just this flowers, the small flower background, along with the heart that I did use from the strip page. There were a total of 7 papers that I cut into for this layout, and I don't mind that at all. So I'm going to go ahead and squish it and go through these one page at a time with you. So on page 1, you'll see that I've just got the 3 photos across. I just noticed how I'm going to have to move this one over, I think, so that the differentiation is about the same in the middle of those 2. Let's see if we can do that right now. And I know it's probably going to rip up some of the paper. I'm okay with that because we're still going to just lay the photo right over it. My little sleepy girl. So this was a day that I was watching Josie for her mama. And I think I explained to you in the, when I was going through what I was going to use, that this bouncy seat that she is in was the same bouncy seat that my son used 22 years ago. And her sister used 5 years ago. There, I think that looks better. I know I didn't measure it, but that's okay. One thing that I had considered doing that I didn't do was actually putting a frame around the photos. When I was trying to make sure that I could, use all 3 4x6, and then I cut off the white border that I did have them printed with, and then I thought about adding a really small white one. This background paper is more of a cream. Thought about using yellow, but then I was afraid it was going to yellow her out too much, so I'm going to keep it the way it is with just the photo, no frame around there. So you see here I did use that paper. That paper was cut to 11 by 9 to have there's an inch on the top and then there's 2 inches on the bottom here and then just 1 inch on the side. The one day title is from the chipboard from the collection. I also have chipboard here, this little cloud. I did use those bows that I had talked about that I like from Bella Blvd. They're called Cute Clips. I ended up using a blue one and a yellow one. You'll see the yellow one on the next page. The little fox and the flowers and the leaves down here are from, and then this blue cloud are all from ephemera. I did use some of the epoxy. So we've got here, I just put this one in the middle of the flower, and then I've got a heart here. Up here, this is a puffy. The butterfly is a puffy. From the sticker sheet, I did use this frame here. And then also, this is actually from a different fall collection of Bella Blvd that I had combined in there, and I figured the reds matched. So I just used that page topper right there. So that's page 1. And page 2, you'll see the other half of the circle. Now, the sketch only used this side of the circle. It didn't use both sides. And I initially had it that way. And then I thought, well, I've got the whole circle cut out. I might as well use it. So I put it there. These both, because I had one kit from the scrap room and one that I bought, I did have 2 border strips I was able to use here. And because Bella Blvd does include 2 of each paper, I did cut into both of the border sheets. Now what you see here are these leaves and the squirrel and the flower pot and this green heart. That is all from ephemera. The 3 hearts here And this tab here, the photo corner here, those are all stickers. Here's another heart that's from the sticker sheet. I used from the Puffies this Piles of Smiles, along with this blue butterfly and this red flower up here. And then from the epoxies, we've got this, again, I covered up the flower with the flower epoxy, and oh, this was an epoxy. I think I called it a puffy, but that's an epoxy. These are Puffies epoxy. Chipboard heart here, and I think that's the only chipboard here. This little acorn is also a piece of the ephemera, and these are taken September 14th. So like I said, this is just a day that she was visiting, and I was able to get many photos of her in her little seat. And she is just a doll. I wanted to share with you. I love getting double page layouts done, especially when we've got this many photos to use. And I know her mama appreciates it too, instead of me doing 7 different layouts of, you know, the getting those photos that I love to capture of the girls. But now I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. I will be using the collection a little bit more, as I do have quite a bit of it left. Like I said, I think I only used the scrap room kit last year. I never dove into the one that I bought. So I'm now diving into the one I bought. And I've got a couple more fall photos that I want to get done. So I will be continuing to use that. And again, I picked this for my through the season, so I'm happy to be using it. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think. And I just want to thank you for your time. I appreciate it. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.